Hey everyone, it's Megan and Ollie here today. We're going to show you how to measure for the right length for a hands-free leash. So I'm going to show you a couple things that you're looking for and then how to properly measure. So since the most common way to use a hands-free leash is to wear it over the shoulder like this is where we're going to be doing our measurements. And then typically you want it to connect around your hip pocket area. So that's where I'm going to have mine as we're doing this. The first thing that you're going to want to check with the length is that your dog can comfortably lay down. So you can see that there's a little bit of slack here. It's enough that he can move around a little bit, but not so much, and he can obviously comfortably lay down. It's also not choking him, and this is a good amount of extra here. The first way to measure for a hands-free leash would just be to use an old leash that you have and compare, and then get the same size or adjust the size a little bit if you need to. The second way to measure for the right length would be to use a piece of string or rope. Want something that's at least 8.5 feet. The longest hands-free length option I have is 8 feet, so just to have a little extra. And then you're also going to need a Sharpie and a tape measure.
Take one end of the rope or string and loop it through your dog's D-ring on their collar. Then tie it, and then get a pen and mark it at the base of the D-ring. With the rope still connected to your dog, bring it around your back and over your shoulder. Bring it across your body and it should connect around your hip area. Next, have your dog lay down and readjust the length so that it connects around your hip. Your dog should have a little extra room to move around. Next, take your pen and mark it where one end of the leash would connect with the O-ring that sits around your hip level. Now you're going to measure between the two marks that you've made, and that is the length of the leash that you need. If you're between sizes, I recommend going with the closest half foot. And when in doubt, it's better to go a bit longer than short.
Another thing to be aware of is that the 9-way hands-free leash, which is the most popular one I offer, has the built-in traffic lead. If your dog is really small and like this tall, you're not going to really be able to use it. So in that case, you can create your own custom leash, and it's the same process that you're going to use to measure the length for this leash. The only difference is that there's no built-in traffic lead and it's just a more simple design. I'm going to do a compare and contrast later, but just know it's the same to measure it for either leash.